Hi everyone, very good morning to all. I hope I am audible. You guys are able to hear me?
Yes.
Very good morning to everyone. Just we are starting. Let me complete my setup and then we can start. Just few seconds more. I'll be ready. All right. So let me turn on my camera, then we can start. I hope I'm visible, guys. You guys able to hear me or see me as well?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. Welcome you all in the Gwinnett Technologies, and we are going to start today Palo Alto Firewall in morning batch, weekdays batch that is going to be Monday to Friday. So I hope you are doing great and excited to start this new learning journey in the network security, especially for the firewall technologies. I know like today it's very important for everyone because you dedicated yourself to start a new journey to learn the Palo Alto Firewall or other firewalls or might be network security. And trust me, guys, the way industry is day by day, getting, expanded due to the IT infrastructure. Due to that cyber security attack, digital transformation is happening. Due to that cyber security attack, one of the most growing fastest, and demanding career in the market. So the very first step, if you're planning to learn something about the firewall network security, that you have to start with networking. So I'm assuming you all have the networking fundamentals. And second, once you have networking fundamental, you have to learn the firewall technology. Then you go for the cyber security expert roles, or might be go and work for the cyber defense sectors, SecOps sections. Like so, there are a lot of opportunity available in the market, and this all opportunity can be work from office, work from like home. It might be the hybrid cultures, because every organization needs the cyber security professionals, network security professionals, because everywhere you're going to find the firewalls, everywhere you're going to find some attacks, phishing, malware, lot of things is happening. Cyber threats is growing day by day. That's why it's a very promising career in the market, and you're going to get very good job opportunity also in the market. So myself Pankaj, and I'll be your instructor throughout this session. About me, I have almost 17 plus of experience. I'm a technical trainers, global technical trainers, and at the same time also I'm just doing the consulting for the customers, where I am responsible for the just end-to-end implementation, especially for the security products, and as well as network SD-WAN and the wireless solutions, some cloud integrations, and security, especially Palo Alto, FortiGate, Checkpoint, and the Zscaler are my key skill set. So if you guys having any doubt, any kind of question in your mind and you want to ask that, feel free to ask. There is no hesitations. I can think about 360 about network and security because I have the good experience and good exposure. I work like L1, L2, L3. I work as a manager, senior manager. I work for the very largest team for the implementation, deploy almost 10,000 firewall for the migrations, other deployment like integration with the Zscaler, rollouting the data center and connecting the all application to the Zscaler GIS GPA. And at the same time also the network, that's my key things like routing, switching. I'm also instructor for the CCNA, CCNP and CCI in SD-WAN. So feel free to ask any questions, any doubt if you're facing in your organizations, you have any kind of clarifications, you need that, so I'll definitely help you out that as well. All right, so let's start. I can see Pranesh, Ravi, Taniska, Surendra, Sivam. Okay, so let me brief something. We'll start definitely the Palo Alto next generation firewall. I'll talk about that. That is our key concept for that. All discussion. What is the Palo Alto firewall? Why Palo Alto firewall is very important. But let's understand what we are going to focus throughout the trainings and what kind of outcome you are going to get after this training. So see, we are going to target the Palo Alto firewall, and trust me, guys, Palo Alto firewall is one of the best firewall in the market. There are only three firewall leaders in the market. I will show you the artifacts, not only verbally. You can just go and search in the chat GPT, AI, Gemini, means any AI tool as well, internet as well. You are going to find that. There are only three firewalls in the market. They are just, capturing most of the stacks in the market. That is the Palo Alto, FortiGate, and Checkpoint. Cisco is not a good product for the security. Cisco is a very good product for the other like routing, switching, SD-WAN. There are a lot of solutions are very good wireless solutions. They have data center solutions. They are like ultimate very good solutions. But if you talk about the firewalls, Cisco ASI was not that much good. Cisco ability also, that is next generation firewall, also not that much good if you compare with the Palo Alto FortiGate and Checkpoint. There are also vendors available, like you are going to find Sonic Wall Firewall, you are going to find Support Firewall. A lot of players are available in the market. But why we are going to focus on the Palo Alto today? And especially I keep focusing on the FortiGate Palo Alto Checkpoint because there is a relevance regions. Why relevance region? Because if you are going to learn this technology, the ultimate goal of everyone is to get high salary, to grow in their professional journey. So if you are going to learn a very good product, you are definitely going to get a very good opportunity from the market. So that's why the Palo Alto learning opportunity for the any freshers, if someone is freshers, I would not recommend you can just go and learn, start Palo Alto or 40, any firewall. I would say you just start with the networking fundamentals. Like you go with the CCNA, you go with the CCNP, then even not CCNP, CCNA, then you can turn your career in the Palo Alto firewall. That is my recommendations. But during this training, because I'm assuming you all are the professionals having at least 3-5 year experience, even more than 5 year experience, 10 year experience, right? So, what is my uh, ambition throughout this journey of this Palo Alto learning? Like everyone is going to get definitely hands-on training knowledge. Means hands-on training knowledge is like it's set of the training where we are going to discuss about theoretical concept, and also I will demonstrate the lab concept as well. So you are going to understand why the reason behind of every Abhishek. Any questions you have, Abhishek? Mr. Abhishek? Okay, so if you have any questions, please feel free to ask or let me mute yourself. All right, that's fine. So what I was talking about, like the
Sorry, sir.
yes, Abhishek. Any questions you have? Good morning.
Sir, sorry, sir. Oh,
No problem.
unmute हो गया.
It's absolutely fine. No problem. No problem. Yeah.
सर पंकज सर एक्चुअली आई हैव वन डाउट
Yes, Jyoti, बताइए.
एक्चुअली मैं काम किया था पालो अल्टो टाक में तो
हम्म
प्रीवियस ईयर
हम्म
तो मेरा पास एक्सपीरियंस जो मैं स्टार्ट किया था राउटिंग स्विचिंग में
हम्म
उसके बाद पालो अल्टो मेरा स्टार्टअप में उसके बाद प्रिज्मा एक्सपीरियंस भी टाक में काम किया और
हम्म
अभी जो करंट कंपनी वो मैं जॉइन किया था थर्ड पार्टी पेरोल
हम्म
एटोस पे बट वहाँ
हम्म
पे काम किया मैं F5 लोड बैलेंसर और
ओके
फोर्टिगेट ज्यादा नॉलेज नहीं थोड़ा
ओके
मतलब बहुत मतलब वेरी लेस और
हम्म
F5 load balancer है. But
ओके.
I want to learn the FortiGate and I'm not getting that much of call. So
So you want to learn the FortiGate, right?
yes.
And already you have the good knowledge of the Palo Alto as well, right? Because you already work in the Palo Alto. So definitely, so you can start the FortiGate. We are going to start by next week, if I'm not sure about the FortiGate schedule. I need to check that. That is going to start with next week. So the basic fundamental is same for the all firewall, Jyoti Ranjan. Okay,
Mhm.
even the Palo Alto checkpoint and the FortiGate. So you already from the firewall background, so you can understand and correlate.
Yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
will having the same principles. Like you can think about in market, we have the lot of car manufacturers. You can drive for the Maruti Suzuki car, you can drive for the
Mhm.
Hyundai car, you can drive for the any Tata car. But basic principle are going to remain same. They require one driver, four tires. They have the
Mhm.
dashboards and everything. The car is
But
going to.
configuration is different. Concept is same.
So only thing is going to happen, like might be the way of the policy configuration in the FortiGate is going to be a little bit. I can say almost if you're going to learn, na, for me, like it's look almost similar, right? Because
Mhm.
policy section is there also in the Palo Alto. Policy concept is also in the FortiGate. You have to match the source address, destination address. But there are some zones configuration in the Palo Alto. FortiGate doesn't require the zone in the policy configurations. And definitely they have the zone, but they have the different use case. So some terms are going to be different meaning in the Palo Alto. Same in the checkpoint. Checkpoint also have a zone, but different meaning. Palo Alto different meaning. Cisco has a different meaning. So you cannot say
Mhm.
everything is same, but definitely you are going to get different kind of the differences while doing the
Mhm.
configuration troubleshooting. But once you're going to start learning, if you have the firewall knowledge, I can say very positively, you guys are going to quickly understand why I'm doing this all configuration, how I can tackle this configuration, how can I understand this configuration.
Mhm.
It's very much similar. Simple, you can take an example. If you're driving the Tata car, if you're going to drive the Hyundai car, you can drive easily. Might be your music system button are going to be changed, your air
Mhm.
conditioner button are going to be changed, or might be the your steering type is going to be changed.
Mhm.
But basic principle are going to remain same. Okay, makes sense.
Okay.
All right, so backing to our original discussion. So during this training, we'll more focus on the just not on the theoretical. It's going to be hands-on training. And how it's going to be hands-on training? Hands-on training, that means if I'm talking about that, like I'll definitely explain the theoretical concept. That is a very important to crack the interview. Like SP3 architecture. What is SP3 architecture? What is a packet flow? What is the SSL inspection? What is the HA? What is my vWire mode? What is my tap mode? What is my basically different interface deployment? One layer 2, layer 3. We have sub interface. We have the virtual routers. We have the vWire concept. What is the licensing? What is software upgradation process? What is the threats? What is the vulnerability? What is DOS attack? What is the user ID? What is my SSL decryptions? So there are a lot of topics we have to understand, and for every topics you understand the meaning of the topic, why this is required. What is a NAT? What is source NAT? What is destination NAT? Dual NAT? U-turn NAT? So theoretically is very important. If you don't know theoretically, you cannot able to crack the interview. So my focus, very first thing for any topic, if I'm going to start, you guys must be aware about the theoretical concept. If you are not going to aware about theoretical concept, probably you are going to be always a struggle. Then I have a responsibility. Once you understand theoretical concept, you should able to implement the configurations. That is second phase of the understanding. Means you can do the configuration, how the step by step structured way configuration is going to be happen. Means let's suppose I want to deploy a very new firewall. What is my first command is going to be there to deploy the very first firewall? Means let's suppose this is a new baby come in front of you is a firewall. So if I am going to take a console, how to take a console of the firewall? That is my starting, actual implementation journey or troubleshooting journey from here. So I will make sure you guys are starting from zero and you start implementing the firewall, how to configure the firewall, how to license the firewall, how to upgrade the firewalls, how we can create the policy on the firewall, how we can create the, different interface deployment of the firewall, and also how we can just go and create different kind of the advanced feature like SL inspection, content ID, user ID, application ID, HA configuration, panorama understanding, global protect, side to side VPN, client to side VPN. So those all deployment in the real lab I will show you. And let me show you one quickly, one of the uh, walkthrough about the lab also. So let me know if you guys are able to see my screen.
Sir, Abhishek, I have doubt.
Give me 1 second, Abhishek. 1 second, I'll take your question. You guys are able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
all right. So see, once we start the lab, na, you guys see here, once we start the lab, this is going to be lab part. So you're going to get the Gwinnett lab, right? And you have to give your username and password here. So everyone is going to get dedicated username password. And trust me, guys, this lab is not like 2 hour, 4 hour lab. Most of the people, most of the institutions I have seen, like people are taking a full amount of their training fees, but giving the 4 hour, 2 hour slot in the midnight, morning hours, evening hours, like that. But it's not like Gwinnett is not like that. We have the proper solutions, proper data centers, in-house data centers, and that is under my supervision. And personally, I work with the lab development team who design the entire lab backend, which is server deployment, VM deployment, and hosting the actual labs inside of the VMs. So I can commit one thing, and we are fully committed to one thing. This lab is going to be run 24/7. There are some kind of a downtime happens for the maintenance purpose. Might be sometime we have to upgrade the OS of the servers. Sometimes VM upgradation required, like we have to upgrade the resources due to the heavy load of the VMs. So those kind of time you might be going to find the interruption, but that is going to be just momentary. Might be the night time, might be in the early morning time for 1 hour or 2 hour, not like that. But we can assure 24/7 into 365 you are going to get like this lab up and working. So you guys have to just give your username and password, and let me put my password here because I'm the admin. And here you have to select the HTML console and just give your captcha, and then you're going to land in the lab. So right now I completed the global protect lab just for my evening sessions. Might be one or two students are here from the evening batch, that is Monday to Friday, 9:45 batch. So global protect we have done testing and everything. So similar thing you can see, we have lot of labs, global protect, side to side VPN, and these are real hands-on labs where you can just understand why side to side VPN is going to be required. And also if I just go and demonstrate something like what is my user ID content ID lab, one of the master lab where we can integrate the Kali Linux machine to generate the live attack. And trust me guys, if I'm saying live attack, That means I will do the live vulnerability attack. I will do the live virus attack. I will do live DOS attack. I will do the live wildfire attack. I will do live any kind of the URL filtering. If you want to do any kind of the spyware activity, that all live. Any file blocking, that all live attack is going to happen. Means any content, means very next generation feature. If you're talking about that, that is not going to just limited to theoretical. This is the content, right? Applications, wildfire, SL decryption, that all you are going to see in front of you how it is happening. Most people I have seen, they know like meaning of that things is that, right? Means SL decryption is going to encrypt or decrypt the SSL traffic, HTTPS traffic, but how it is going to happen? How actually firewall is going to do that? How certificate management is going to happen? How session is going to create it? So if you have to come to a demonstration, they fail to demonstrate because for that setup you required a lot of kind of the backend connectivity. You have to build the servers. So you can see AD server integration also we have. People are even don't know how to integrate the AD, how to build the AD, but I'm very much confident on that. I learned how to build the AD. I know how to build the AD connectivity with the firewall, how to get the AD information of the firewalls, how to build the FTP server. Since you can see this lab having the multiple servers, Kali Linux that for the attack, AD for the user ID identifications, FTP server data lake connectivity, so DLP testing and all. So different use case we have, and based on that different use cases, we can do the different things. Like similarly, we can see the vWire mode deployment also we have, transparent mode deployment, active passive HA deployment, right? HA, active deployment, and also we have the active passive deployment. You probably find here active passive somewhere. Let me see. This is active and probably this is active passive. You can see. So even this active passive, you can see if I want to integrate some BGP and OSPF, how we can do that. That also I will definitely cover. So labs are very complex and variety of lab are going to be there. You just Panorama, you can see Panorama lab also there. So I will demonstrate how Panorama is going to work, how we can integrate the Panorama with the Palo Alto Firewall. You can see that side-to-side VPN with the NAT, multi-VLAN means if you want to do the inter-VLAN routing in the Palo Alto Firewall, how we can do that, how we can create the DHCP server and all. So these are the part of the labs, right? And definitely you guys are going to get all lab access that is going to work 24/7. Just I'm giving the brief idea because we are in the day one. So I want to set the right expectations. Yes, Abhishek, you wanted to ask some questions. Please go ahead and ask your question.
So sorry, interrupt you. So
Yeah,
actually, now
please
we
go
have
ahead. No
also
problem.
implement this lab on EVNG. But actually, they are asking the for while side-to-side VPN to this license. So you will provide the license on your lab?
No, no, what I understand, you saying that while deploying this Palo Alto in the EVNG, the license is
Yeah,
required
yeah,
for
yeah.
side-to-side VPN, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so if you ask me honestly, there is no license required for side-to-side VPN. Okay, you can deploy EVNG, even the GNS3. It is going to perfectly work. License required for the advanced threats management, like URL filtering, spying activity,
Web
virus
filtering.
activity, content ID. If you want to do any kind of the uh, database integrations, Panorama integrations, so those require license. But for side-to-side VPN, there is no license required. You can test it and it is going to work 100% correctly fine. So even it's EVNG or GNS3, or you want to deploy the real firewall also, it's in both cases, it is going to be
So,
the same scenario.
so threat protection, you will provide license in your
Yes, I will
lab?
show everything on the live. Don't worry about that. I have the multiple version of the firewalls. Okay, even the physical firewall in-house firewalls. So even in our lab, whatever the lab setup I have, I can show how to capture the
Actually,
real-time virus, how to capture the real-time. Even I'll show the demo in today's session also if you want. So I will show how
actually,
to
I,
protect the
actually, I
virus,
was joined
antivirus.
this.
Yes,
I
Abhishek.
was joined previously. I joined the Palo Alto training RST
Mm-hmm.
forum, but actually that threat protection they didn't provide the license. So
Don't
my money
worry.
is wasted.
What you want to see that in threat prevention? I will show the live virus attack protections. I will show the spyware protections. I will show the any kind of the virus protections. I will show the DOS attack protection. That all I will show in the firewall logs. Is it fine for you?
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
if I learn this firewall Palo Alto, can we
Uh-huh.
deploy this Palo Alto on the AWS? It's the
See,
same.
okay. So now you're talking about deployment method. So if you talk about deployment methods, I hope my screen is visible to everyone, right? So
Yes,
if
yes,
you
sir.
talk the deployment method, so there are a lot of deployment method available in the Palo Alto. So see, there are 3 deployment methods. Sorry. Give me 1 second. So the one is like your physical firewall. So physical firewall, you have to purchase the physical firewall. Like you can just go for the PA
Hardware
220, PA
4.
450, PA 820, PA 1120, right? PA 6000, sorry, not 6000, it's going to be 7000 or 5000 firewall. There are a lot of versions. I will show you all versions. So these are the hardware deployment. Means if you are doing the hardware deployment, everything you're going to purchase from the firewall, from your Palo Alto sales team, and then they are going to do the deployment this particular different firewalls. Now the second one is the VM deployment.
Hey, hi. Hi, Tushar. Hi.
Please, Tisha, please mute yourself.
We
If you have
actually
any
have.
question,
Yes, can you hear me?
Tisha, okay, I will be talking to someone.
There is
You have the
one incident we have received. We just want to check on this.
Tisha, you have any questions? Please mute yourself, man. All right. So you have the VM deployment. Now this VM deployment can be 2 category. One is the, like you have the private cloud, and another we have the public cloud. So you guys know what is the difference between private cloud and public cloud? Anyone know that difference between the public cloud and private cloud? Anyone? Any idea?
Yeah, public cloud like AWS, GCP, and
Yeah. So public cloud is basically your AWS. You have the GCP. We have the Azure. We have the Alibaba. Like that, they are the public cloud. But private cloud is your, could be like many vendors are available, like Rackspace. You can think about the private cloud providers. British Telecom also that. SCL, Wipro. There are a lot of colo and private cloud providers there. So you can deploy this VM firewalls. They have the different VM versions coming based on your license, based on their capacity. So you can deploy the VM like ESXi, right? KVM environment. So these are the, like you have to build the hypervisor, and after building the hypervisor, you can deploy these firewalls in the ESXi and KVM. That is your private cloud. Same concept you have to leverage in the public cloud also. So for public cloud deployment, what is required? We say if you give me your tenant detail, you can give me the Azure ID detail. Like suppose you create my all Azure credit has been exhausted as of now, because other trainers are also utilizing the GUINET for the AWS training and Azure training requirement. So GUINET all as of now, once it is going to renew, definitely will use that. But if anyone is going to give that your Azure, AWS, GCP deployment, this one I will cover 100%. I will cover how to deploy that, because we have the private cloud infrastructure. We hosted our lab in the private infrastructures. So that is definitely going to deploy. But if we talk about the public cloud deployment, this required the tenant information, and that is right now not available. But if Abhishek talking about to learn, I will definitely deploy for you. Will it fine for you?
So actually, I faced the challenge when I deploy this AWS in the fire on Palo Alto. Actually, not this LAN or WAN when I actually we have connect this to the switch. So actually, that's the things. So VPC and VNIC. So that's the thing we need to create in AWS. So
So say you have to get very good knowledge. Let me give some demo. I can understand your point of view, but see, let me give the quick demo how to deploy that, because we are in the day one, so other people might be not aware, so they might be going to get bored. But see, this is your private cloud infrastructure. Similar dashboard you're going to get for public cloud. This is a ESXi. So you can see this is the Palo Alto I deployed here. You can see this is the Palo Alto firewall. And this Palo Alto, if I log in, I can show you right away. This is a real deployment. I'm just showing you. Sorry, admin. Why taking out password? Okay. So now I'm in the Palo Alto firewall, and I can check and I can log in directly this Palo Alto firewall. This is also, sorry. My management interface is not showing here, but this is a different interface, but I want to see the management. I can just go and see the management interface. I have this IP address. You guys see here, my management interface IP is 192.168.1.02. So if I log in, the GUI is going to work. Simply I'll go in my browser, I can log in, GUI is going to work. But this is my private deployment, private cloud deployment. See, this is my Palo Alto Firewall 102. So in this section also you can see we have the lot of IP address, MAC address, and if we go for the not here, let me go in the networking. You will find that the virtual switch is there. You can see physical NIC is there. TCP IP. If you just click on the any like let's suppose VM network, you are going to find this all virtual switch NIC mapping is there. So if you have this kind of knowledge, you can easily understand in the cloud-based deployment as well. So we say first you have to understand what is a virtual networking. So for me, the people are taking a training from CCNP in core, right? CCNP in core is one of the syllabus. Let me quickly show one more thing to you for better understanding. Why people are always confused? Because they not have the idea how to proceed. And people are in the like also who is going to give the training, they not even that much have expertise. So they not guide you correctly when you start learning, okay? So see, if you really want to understand the virtualization concept, you have to, if you've not done recently CCNP, if you done like past CCNP or you've just done the CCNA only, so I would highly recommend to just complete the CCNP in core, okay? This in core is giving the virtualization concept. What is the hypervisor? What is the virtual machine? What is the virtual switching? So this is going to give an idea, at least how VMs are going to behave in the networks, how we deploy the VM and all. Or might be if you're not planning to do this all, so you can just start learning about the any cloud technology like Azure or AWS. So that is also going to give an idea how to do that. Then you can go and deploy the any firewalls. Then you don't have any challenges because you can easily understand how to create the VNICs, how to map the VLANs on the any virtual NICs, how to map the VLAN on the any kind of the routing protocols, how to assign the IP address, how to make the BGP neighbors. So those are going to be part of the your cloud course. So Abhishek, I can understand you how much experience Abhishek you have?
5 to 6 years, sir.
So any cloud knowledge you have till now or no cloud knowledge?
Just I started to deploy in our companies bringing
Deployment is
the
fine.
new project.
I mentioned at the beginning of session, deployment is fine. You can go deploy, but you should have the logical thought process as well. Means why things is working, what is the reason behind it. So have you tried to learn what is a virtual switching, what is a virtual NIC, how the VLANs are going to be good, what is a VLAN, how to deploy the VLANs? Do you have that idea or still just doing deploying on fly based on the documentations?
But automation, chat GPT and all.
That's why it's an incomplete knowledge. So I would highly recommend it. Have you done the CCNA?
Yeah, CCNP, global
CCNP?
certificate. No,
CCNP?
CCNP I didn't complete.
So I would recommend it's a very basic certification, I will say, and you have already 5+ experience. So try to learn CCNP at least in core and NRC. That's my honest recommendations, right? Just search it because it's going to give the very good foundation for your career for long run. You don't have to
So
use
from
chat GPT are
GUINET
helpful.
also, GUINET provide the CCNP in core learning?
Yes,
Which
yes, I'm the
course?
instructor also for CCNP. So you can join my batches also. You can request that. You can join my batches. No problem. That is CCNP and RC in
Okay.
core. Both I'm just training that people.
Yeah, I will join.
Okay. Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You can continue, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
definitely. All right. So I'll take other questions also, guys. If you have any questions, you can put in your questions chat. And I was out of track where I was discussing about the troubleshooting deployment scenario in initial before taking the questions. So what I was talking about that, we'll start with the implementation. We'll go for the troubleshooting. Means initially we'll understand the concept, then we do the implementation, then we'll go for the troubleshooting. Means what all the command is going to need, how we can do the troubleshooting step by step for the Palo Alto Firewall. And especially for the enterprise level of network. The lab also designed in such way that is going to cover for the enterprise level of network. It's not like you just go in simple network design. No, it's not like that. You have to cover in the enterprise level of network. That is going to build the strong fundamental. Then you are going to be gradually move toward advanced security concept and real production network support engineer for the NOC and SOC. And in SOC, we have the lot of kind of the requirement. So some engineers are going to be like look like If you go in the SOC, might be you're going to be, I'm not sure how it is going to be erased. Okay, let me add one more slide. So if you go in the SOC, there are a lot of roles are going to be there. Basically, we're going to focus in the NOC. Oh, why it's not happening? Oh, why it's happening like this way? Come on. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, suddenly it's not working for some reason. Let me do one thing. Let me use some different dashboard. Let me go on the Android. All right. I'll use some different panel. All right. So I was talking about the NOC and SOC. So if you talk about the NOC, right? I hope it's visible, right, guys? And we are talking about the SOC as well. So NOC guys are purely your network engineer. They are just going to work on the CCNA is going to be there. They are going to use the CCNP. You might be going to use for the CCI as well. If you're not doing the CCI, then you can just move for the any kind of SD-WAN technologies, right? You can go for the data center technologies, right? You can just learn. This is also part of the ACI, Nexus ACI. These are all part of DCs. If you want to go further in the NOC, you can go for the WLC. That is AP access point is going to part of that sections as well. So these all our options are going to be available. And based on that options, you can just learn different kind of technology. That is a NOC. NOC is basically Network Operations Center. And this Network Operations Centers having a lot of team. L1 is going to be there, L2 is going to be there, L3 is going to be there. And these L1, L2, L3 people are going to leverage this kind of the skills to do real-time network troubleshooting. If I'm talking about real-time network troubleshooting means they're going to understand if any router link is going to be down, any kind of the BGP is going to be down, any kind of the OSPF is flapping, any failover is not happening, any slowness is happening. So those kind of the issue is going to fix by the LAN WAN issue is going to fix by the your NOC team. However, SOC team is basically it's all about the security products. Means you are going to troubleshoot on the firewalls. You are going to work on the proxy.
Sir, if you can change the color of pen, it is less visible.
Okay, let me change the board color. Color of pen.
Black or something like that.
Let me see how to change that.
White color will be good, sir.
White color?
Yeah.
This is fine?
No. Backside, both colors, sir. Both colors.
Yes,
both
it is also fine. White
It
is
is
also
also
fine.
fine, sir. White is also good, sir.
White is also fine, right?
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
able to
so
see, sir. We are all.
give me 1 second, guys. I'm coming back. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, so I believe it's good, right? So I was talking about the SOC. SOC is basically you're going to get a role like you're going to get the firewall, right? You're going to get learning about the proxy, right? You're going to also troubleshoot like sometime load balancer is also going to be there in the SOC is part of the load balancer also sometime. Most important, SecOps. This is a very demanding, skills. SecOps means security operations for the cyber defense, like any vulnerability, any malware. One of the most important tool in the Palo Alto Firewall, XGM. You guys know that? What is XGM? Anyone heard about that? What is XGM? This is known as Extended Security Intelligence Automation Management. Extended Security, right? Intelligence Automation Management. This is the one of the very popular tool nowadays in the Palo Alto and very popular tool in source of anywhere, any telemetry data. Telemetry data, when I'm saying that, means either your workload is sitting in the cloud, your own data centers, any endpoint, any network devices, any security devices. They have the very, 360 or I can say 540-degree boards, very nice board, multiple source of traffic is coming, email is coming, any network communication is happening, any application you are just accessing, any type of data source is coming, this exam is basically work in that intelligence cyber defense system, like where you can just protect anything on fly. You don't have to do anything, means tool itself is capable to just run any kind of the vulnerability test, protect any kind of the malwares, protect any kind of a cyber defense attack, and you just have to part of this defense sec operations team, and you have to use this tool. And this tool is very, I will show some demo of this tool as well, very popular tool, and this is going to give 24/7 into 365 automated way of your cyber defense. It is going to eliminate multiple tools and system dependency. Earlier we have the like same tool was there, ADR was there, XDR was there, a lot of tools, 5-10 tools are there to going to do this kind of SecOps team. So what was the problem is happening when multiple team are doing the multiple work on the multiple tool, they not have the collaboration together. So if they not have the collaboration together, then what is going to happen? Delay of the incident resolutions, delay of any kind of the threat identifications, delay of any kind of the summary of how to defend such kind of any incident is going to be happen, or any defense is going to happen. So everything is going to be take a lot of time, and also you not have the 360 view of your entire portfolio of network security products. So to understand, Palo Alto to understand this problem and integrate all tool together, and they develop one of the product. I'm giving the out of the context this idea because might be if you guys get to learn this opportunity, my recommendation learn this. Even I'm not offering this training as of now because of the lab constraint, but soon I'm going to take this training. This is going to be game changer. If you're running these skills, very rare engineer available in the market, very rare engineer available in the market, and who have the good knowledge, they're getting a lot of kind of the salary in the market, because this is the future of the any networking and security. But to learn this, you have the good knowledge of here. Means you should know the firewalls, you should know about the proxy, even you know the load balancer, you can eliminate about that. So firewall is the fundamental things. Firewall is basically you just have to go and understand what is the firewalls like. So as I mentioned that firewall having a responsibility, any network defense, network traffic, only network traffic, it's going to be defend any kind of the attack, malware, vulnerability, DOS, but it is just limited network. It's not going to capture your 360 all kind of the products. No, it's just network defense kind of things. Means you can do a lot of kind of the vulnerability measurement or protections, threat also, policy you can create, control the traffic. That is all is going to happen. But for that firewall, you have to deploy the firewall, you have to take the license, and you have to deploy in somewhere in the physical locations, cloud location, or virtual locations. But when you talk about the proxy, proxy is something different product. Proxy is something, basically it's known as the, like Zscaler is one of the proxy. Your Prisma access. Yes, Prisma access is going to be proxy. You have the Cato is going to be proxy. You have the Versa also have the proxy solutions. Cisco also have the proxy solutions. So if you are going to become an advanced engineer, like you want to become very high paid engineer in the market, you should go and learn the Zscaler type of product. Zscaler have the very good opportunity in the market. But this also Zscaler required the lot of concept from the firewall. Means you can do the URL filtering, you can do the file blocking, right? You can do the any kind of the application control, right? You can do even the firewall integration of the Zscaler. So firewall is there, application is there, file is there, URL is there. You have any kind of sandbox capability, you can do that also. If you have any kind of the advanced CASB solutions, CASB is a cloud access security brokers. Might be you're hearing very first time. This is also there. If you want to do the SSL inspections, that is also, let me write correctly. So that is also going to be there. So it is going to give almost all features what firewall can offer, even more than that firewall. Firewall is just firewall features along with some advanced feature. But Zscaler and Prisma Access and Cato, NetSpoke, they are the vendors who basically offer you subscription based services. You don't have to deploy any hardware. You don't have to manage any hardware in your company. Simply take the cloud subscriptions for their products. And let's suppose this is your office. If this is your office is available in the any location, let's suppose this office in the Delhi or Noida or Mumbai or Pune, anywhere. You have to deploy might be the router or might be the firewall as per your like strategy, as per your company acquisition at strategy. You can deploy router or firewall. Both have the LAN connections, right? These are going to be connected. Not both, only single, right? Either you can use the firewall or the router. And behind the LAN, your actual users are going to be set. So even I want to use the router, I can remove the firewall. Firewall is not needed in that case. If you're using a Zscaler solution, just deploy the router R1 and R2. So now how my data is going to be secure? So to secure data in this kind of deployment, I don't have the firewall. I can leverage the Zscaler feature. Zscaler offering two kind of solutions. We'll discuss later on. One is the GIA, Zscaler Internet Access, plus one is the GPA, that is the Zscaler Private Access. So GIA is for any internet-based application we're accessing. Anything on the internet or cloud. GIA is going to make sure all the features is going to be there, like URL filtering, file blocking, application, firewall, sandbox, advanced CASB, SL inspection, etc. So these all are going to capture GIA. So you have to just build tunnel with the Zscaler chain. So you require to build a tunnel from here to here, and you don't require any firewalls. So you are just sending all traffic to Zen, and this is going to act as your firewalls. These all features are going to integrate it, and based on that, you can do the filtering. So firewall has been completely eliminated. If you want to access your internal application like VPN, so VPN are going to be used like GPA is going to be there. GPA is going to provide like you use the global protect in the Palo Alto. We use the 40 client in the 40 gate. You use the like endpoint security in the checkpoint. We use the Cisco as a Cisco AnyConnect. So if you talk about the Zscaler, let me show you one thing quickly. This is your Zscaler VPN, Zscaler client connector. You guys can see here. So I can just log in. This is going to give your GPA solution and GIS solutions. Work from home, if you are doing that, you can use this application to connect your private application and public application. If you are in the office, in that situation, simply you can just use the tunnels GRE and IPsec. Either is going to work. You can create a tunnel GRE or IPsec. Either one. GRE is basically fast. IPsec is little bit slow. Why? It's low bandwidth supported, and it's a complex. GRE is very easy to deploy. And based on that, you can just go and complete your all GIA GPA deployment. So this is how your Zscaler proxy is going to be there. So you can learn about that also. But these skills also required after. Means the very first step is a network. Network is your very first step. Then you can just go and learn the firewall. And then you can just learn about the proxy. This is my roadmap for any engineers. A network, if I'm talking, I must say you start with the CCNA. If you don't know CCNA, I would strongly say do not start learning anything. Anything means anything, not cloud, not cybersecurity, not any cloud, firewalls and proxy. You have to learn the CCNA. CCNA is a very important pillar for any journey for the network security and cybersecurity, guys. So take a special note on that. So firewall, we are targeting, that is the most, Palo Alto is famous. We have the FortiGate. We have the checkpoint. So either of the firewall, if you guys want to learn from the GUINET and from me or Rohit sir, there are Anurag sir, you can just learn. That is going to be equal kind of the content you're going to get. If you want to learn the proxy, Zscaler or Prisma Access, you can learn us. Zscaler complete content made by me for the corporate and retail batch, both available. Labs are not available. So if you want to learn Zscaler, anyone have the future like aspiration to become a hybrid engineer. If you want to go like 40 LPA, 50 LPA, 60 LPA like that. So you have to go in the Zscaler. Palo Alto, FortiGate, CCNA, CCNP can give you the 30, 35 LPA, 30 LPA, 25 LPA, or you want to get even the very good hike in your professional journey. So you can just go step by step, learn everything. So whatever your CTC you have, the moment you're going to earn the proxy, Zscaler and firewalls, it's going to be double and triple very soon, because you have the unique skills. Market having the very low resource for the Zscalers. You can find Zscaler company having a project, but they are struggling to hire an engineer because of the training requirement. Labs are not available, limited trainings are available, limited knowledge people are available. So only getting a chance working on the like system, they are getting the opportunity. Rest are not getting the opportunity. So if you guys really want to learn the Zscaler, both modules are available. Means basically GIA, GPA, and JDX made by me. So you guys can learn about that, how it is going to happen. Load balancer is third thing, LB. It's optional, but this is also very good future requirement for the load. Anything match, you watching the any kind of the Hotstar, any kind of Netflix, any kind of the application, they all use the load balancer. Without load balancer, their servers are going to be crash. So how to do load balancing with the load balancer? Like F5 is very famous, NetScaler is going to be there, right? NetScaler is also there. There are FortiGate also have the load balancer. There are a lot of load balancer vendors available in the market. You can use that, and also they have the good opportunity in the market. So you can just choose based on their company requirement. So different opportunity, and based on that different opportunity, we can do the different kind of the learning. But the basic learning fundamental network and security. So my target for everyone, not become a network engineer. That's not my recommendations. I would highly recommend, do not only go for the network engineer. No. Initially, you can become network engineer. Do not go alone for the security engineer. You are always going to be struggle. Trust me, guys. Try to go and become a network security engineer. This is my recommendations. You have to become NetSec engineer. NetSec engineer is going to give the flexibility. You have the networking knowledge, you have the security knowledge. So you can easily fit in the NOC and SOC. So one engineer is going to hired by the company who is just knowledge of the network engineer. One engineer is going to have the only knowledge of the security engineer. Both are asking 2020 LPA CTC. Now third engineer is coming and is saying, hey, I have the both knowledge. I have the network knowledge, I have the security knowledge. It's very, really good. So why I go and offer 20 LPA for the network engineer and 20 LPA for the security engineer? No, I will not go and offer. It's going to cost me 40 LPA annually for 2 engineer cost. So why not I can go and hire an engineer in a 30 LPA who have the both knowledge. I can save 10 LPA annually for my company. So every hiring managers, even I was a hiring manager for the Rackspace, British Telecom both. You can check my LinkedIn profile. I hired almost thousands of people for my team because I was leading up the senior managers, senior technical managers, and under my portfolio almost having 8 to 9 projects, and every project having a NOC and SOC like requirement. So if you're managing the NOC SOC requirement, so you always try to hire those people who have the both knowledge, because you have to manage the shifts, you have to manage the rosters. Let's suppose in my rosters only have the NOC engineers have the router knowledge, and there is no security knowledge in the shift. Only 2 people are available. Some people are having some holiday, some kind of leave requirement and all. So how I can manage? My NOC engineer cannot able to understand the firewall. So I will try to hire those people, at least have the good knowledge of the one product and basic knowledge of the other product. So I can just train them, I can groom them so they can understand easily about the product. So that's the how other hiring managers also think about that. Same concept. When I was the manager and people are training me how to hire people, how to save a cost, that I come to know about this all concept. Instead of the hiring multiple people for the lower CTC, hire one people who have the good skills and who can manage the multiple products. So that's my recommendation, become the network security engineers as well. Okay. Now, any questions, guys, till here? Anyone have any questions? Because I'm speaking continuous, I'm not giving the chance to ask the questions. बताइए, you can ask Hindi and English both, there is no problem. We'll decide how session is going to happen because this is a day one, so I'm giving the global language. But ऐसे कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है. If you feel like you want to ask Hindi, you can ask that.
Pankaj, I have one doubt. And I have experience in the not Zscaler like Prisma Access and Palo Alto routing switching and F5 load balancer. So give me the career roadmap actually for जहाँ पे मतलब जा सकता हूँ अच्छे से हाइपिंग के लिए. मतलब यहाँ FortiGate में मैं सोच रहा हूँ
क्या दोबारा बताइए आपने क्या किया है?
और राउटिंग स्विचिंग
ओके,
जो स्विच ने में किया, और पालो अल्टो.
ठीक है. Palo
Pris-
Alto.
Yes, Prisma Access.
Okay, Prisma. ठीक है और
F5 load balancer LTM.
ठीक है. So मेरा एक recommendation रहेगा ज्योति for you, right?
Yes.
You already have the very good skill set. Trust me, these are the very good skill set. But can you just reveal, if you can say, what is your current CTC? It's below 10, above 10.
No. My 12 into 14.
Sorry,
Hello.
14, right?
Sorry. Yes, give me a moment.
Just give me an idea. I don't want the exact number. You just tell me range between 10 to 15
Hello?
or 5 to 10. Which range you falling right now? Just give me the range.
Sir, your voice is not audible.
Jyoti, you able to hear me? Can you give me the range? Which range you're falling right now?
Second range.
Okay, second one. That's fine. Okay. And how much experience do you have, Jyoti?
I have total 4 years, but I have changed lot of company. First, I
Okay,
spent
4 years.
2.5.
So
Yeah.
let me. Okay, I got it. Hold on. Okay. So you're holding the 4 year experience and you're following this bracket. Okay. So I'm just taking the mid as a 13. So see
Correct.
how the calculation is going to happen for every network engineers, every security engineers. Let's suppose the calculation is going to happen. Let's suppose I have a 3x, let's suppose 5 year experience. The minimum base salary should be 5 LPA. That is the experience into 1x, right? It's equal to 5 LPA. Second is, let's suppose you have the second bracket is going to be experience into 1.5x. Means 1.5x. It is going to be 7.5 LPA. That is the second. Third is going to be 5 into 2x. That is going to be 10 LPA. Third is going to be 5 into 3x. It's going to be 15 LPA. So this is the normal calculation of CTC in the market for the every engineers, like in every IT engineers, not only CCN, not the CCNP.
Correct.
So if anyone is on this bracket, right, like it's good, right? I can say good, average kind of things. If you have the 5 year experience, you're holding the 5 year 5 LPA CTC. So you're not very good, but it's okay. We can say, okay, you're doing good. At least you're earning something, but not very good. If you are going to get this one, so you are at least more than you are better than good, right? So you are just better in the market. You are in this.
Correct.
If you are earning 2x, means you are very good in the market, right? Very good or best in the market, not even the best. Like you are just getting more CTC than as compared to these people and these people. But if someone is earning 3x of their experience, like 15 LPA, they are the brilliant in the market. They are actually matching the market trend. So market trend is 3x, 4x of the total experience. This is the market trend. If someone is earning the 3x of their total CTC, 4x of their total CTC, trust me guys, they are the outstanding in the market. If you are just 2x, you are doing very great in the market, but not outstanding. So you are already falling in the outstanding, being a 4 year experience and holding the almost 13 plus CTC. So you are falling in the bracket of 3x. So you don't have to worry, you're doing the great. Whatever you're doing that, keep doing that. Just making this all stronger in daily. Okay, Jyoti Ranjan? Now,
So actually
what
one
you have to
doubt.
learn?
So yes.
Yes, please go ahead. Ask it out.
Yeah, either G color or FortiGate. So which is good for me?
I'm going to tell you. So already you have the very good product knowledge, right? Now you have to add the product. Second best firewall in the market is the FortiGate. So FortiGate, before going G color, try to learn the FortiGate. Like FortiGate firewall, you become the FortiGate firewall champion. Once you have the FortiGate knowledge and the Palo Alto knowledge, both, then I would recommend go for the G skill. But one more thing I would recommend, Jyoti, for you, because you just done the CCNA and you have the very less experience, I would say learn CCNP as well. If you get any time chance, even not you want to join any paid classes, any live classes, you go and find the free resources on the YouTubes as well. Try to learn what is the EIGRP, what is the BGP, what is the OSPF, what is the PBR, what is my network, what is the 2 architecture,
No,
3
sir. My
architecture.
plan is once I join. Now I'm searching for job. So now once I join in company, then I'll join your unit for CCNP and
Definitely, definitely.
FortiGate
It's
Zscaler.
not mandatory. I'm not forcing anyone to join the Gwinnett, right? Anyone. Like my responsibility to guide you the right path. My path is you have just 4 year experience, right? And you're doing the excellent, right? Trust me, you're doing the very great, market already on the 3x of total CDC. Being a 4 year, I can bet in this session or might with my other audience, they're having the 4 year experience, they not have the 14 or 15 LPA CTC. Okay, they're just struggling the 5 LPA, 3 LPA, 6 LPA like that. So already you're saying the like setting the right examples. So my recommendations, you have a good opportunity to learn the CCNP, learn the GSK, learn the FortiGate. So it is when you're going to be 10 years of experience, you're going to be get easily 60, 70 or might be 50 LPA CTC. All right.
Hi, sir. Small
Hi Jay,
question.
please go ahead. Yes, please.
Okay, sir, basically I'm from Delhi. Okay, I'm almost having 20 year, 13 year almost.
14 year,
Okay,
okay.
14 year. So I'm not in networking. I'm in cloud, majorly on the cloud, where Azure side. Okay, Azure and AWS both, altogether. So more on Azure networking, Azure firewalling, or deployment, you can say, right? But I never did my this networking course. Only did I CCNA, I did somewhere in almost 6-7 years before. Yeah. What is I'm struggling here, or what I am stuck, to be frank, my LPA is also good, not bad. Okay. I'm gaining 39 right now. Okay. The problem is automation part. Okay. So whatever these devices, networking device coming in the picture, in my company or other company, people are doing automation from the Terraform or Ansible or some Python libraries, right? Okay. I want to focus on that area. Do you have something on that?
Yeah, definitely, Jay. So very first thing to do the automations there. As you mentioned that you already very great, 14 experience, 30, almost 40 LPA CTC. That's you're doing very great in the market, right? But market trend is also changing, and you expect accepting this, right? Because automation is like primary key for the every organizations. They try to do automate Terraform, Ansible, Python library, and all. So do you have very good understanding of the network component devices? Like, if I have to ask you, let's suppose I train you to do the, or Gwinnett is going to train you to just do the automation on the OSPF, BGP.
No, I never did any networking training. Never, ever.
So that's what I'm trying to ask. So if you are using the purely network devices in a cloud infrastructure, or maybe your organization is using that, so to become an automation engineer, if you go in Cisco syllabus now, if you want to become an automation engineer, you should have some knowledge of protocols as well. How the protocols are going to be have, what kind of logs are going to come, how the neighborship is going to build, how are they going to form the any kind of the connectivity. So if you not have that knowledge, even you're going to directly learn the automations, might be you're going to face challenges, or might be you're going to easily learn about that as well. That both
Yeah. So
possible.
what I am facing right now, there's a Palo Alto team in my company. Okay, they have a cloud firewalls. I do deployment. I did configuration, everything, right? Based on my Azure experience. Okay, or AWS experience. The problem area is when they ask me, Jay, can you go inside and configure my devices, rules, and this? Then I stuck, because I'm not having a knowledge. That's the reason I want to go in. So if I get that areas,
Jay, I understand the pain point, and you like
even
I have
SD-WAN
also
devices also configured. I'm not
17
able to
years.
configure. Yeah,
I have a 17 years experience. You have the 14 years. I can sense what you're talking, which language you're talking. So completely understandable for me. So if you ask me the honest opinion, Jay, okay. So I would say if you have such requirements, so at least the product you are doing to day-to-day configuration, the product you are working on majority of time, like firewalls, routers, switches. If it's router switches, I would say learn the protocols. That is my honest recommendations. Initially, before go for the automations, okay? Because at least you understand how this protocol is going to be have. If you're having the firewalls, either FortiGate, Palo Alto, Checkpoint, my honest recommendation, at least understand the UI of the firewalls, their configuration syntax of the firewall, their different deployment method of the firewalls. So when it's come to the automation script, you can easily build the script. And even for my classes, Probably very soon, I will go and start 2-3 labs for the Palo Alto automations as well, API based integrations as well. Or I have a dedicated automation, like Anurag sir is there, dedicated network automations. He's full time with the Gwinnett right now. So me and Anurag sir is working very closely to do the R&D research, because I am more in the security products, more in the network product, more in the consulting side. So I have a daily basis different use cases. Sometimes I don't have the time, so I can just consult with Anurag sir. He just help me to just because he is a Python expert and I'm the network expert. So sometimes he struggle to understand some very deep level of things, like let's suppose have the redistribution in the MPLS, traffic engineers, traffic engineering, BGP
Same.
configuration of OSPF. So he
Yeah.
cannot think about that because
Same
he
happening
is
with
not
me.
coming from that background. But I have that. So we make a collaboration. So when I is stuck, I take help. When he is stuck, he take help, because it's a future, and I cannot become a roadblocker of my future. Because if I'm in the training industry, if I'm in the consulting industry, so I should have the both portfolio. So I would recommend, Jay, you should go with the first product, and you have to decide which products. I'm not going to recommend anything. You have to take by your call, because it's your choice. Where you're stuck in either routing switching. If you are stuck in routing switching, so go with the CCNP, at least CCNP in core NRC. That is one thing. If you're starting with the firewalls, go with the firewalls. If you're starting with the SD-WAN, then go with the SD. Once you have this product knowledge, you join the Gwinnett automations class if you like that. If you don't like, you can join any other company automation classes. That is the second step. But don't go directly with automations, because already you're doing that and you have the struggles. So first build your base. Make sense, Jay?
Sure, thank you. I'll connect you, sir.
Yeah,
I got
sure,
the point,
definitely, Jay. You're most welcome. Yeah,
You
we can
know,
discuss.
to be frank, this is the only barrier which is coming. If I get that, to be frank, I'll jump in 80 lakh rupees. One of
I know
my
that.
company,
I can sense
he
automation
came
has
from the
always.
DevOps team, sir. To be frank, he know automation all. He did all the automation, including this G-Skill and all. And he's getting 1 crore rupees in India, sir. In India only.
I know.
I'm
That's what I'm saying,
surprised.
Jay. When I
So
left my last job, because I was not automation expert, because I was just having that this security process. I was also getting in India, in Delhi NCR, 65 LP. That was my last CTC. I'm just revealing in front of, because you were talking about that.
correct.
So once we just add the automation on top of that, 1 CR is nothing for you. You can easily get in that. But people are not understanding, they're not understanding the power of network security. Easily you can get 60, 70 LPA without, when I left the company, when I was just going in the proper in the consulting and training business, they are just keep pushing me. My last company, hey sir, can you just stay? We are going to give a high. But I was having the complete mindset, no, I have to go in my on business. I have to go in training and consulting. So I just started my own training consulting business full time. So that's why. So there is a lot of opportunity, guys. You have to understand, and you guys
So
have to.
do I need to learn CCNP first, or just I can directly go to firewall? Firewall I'm comfortable in. That's what I'm
So
saying.
you can go with the, if you see, you have to both required. But if you just planning for the firewalls, you go with the firewall. Firewall is going to give immediate action when you're going to deploy the firewall's rule and configuration and troubleshooting. Once you compare to the firewall, firewall is a short course, CCNP is a long course, right? So once you compare to the firewall, no, I'm getting the fruitful results. So go for the CCNP as well. So
So
you can save
firewall,
some good
because I
money.
deployed more than 1500 firewalls in my company.
So go
Palo
with the
Alto
firewall.
firewalls.
Go blindly with the firewall. Don't
Yeah.
worry about that. Just go with the firewall. Learn the firewalls. Okay, we'll discuss in the
Fine.
class a lot of good examples. Don't worry. You share
Okay.
your examples. I will try to bring on Anurag sir as well, and we'll try to some good discussion.
And you are going to cover ETLs, XORs,
No,
codecs.
so
No.
let me clarify on that. What we are going to
Because the
cover.
license is a very important part in Palo Alto.
Yeah, so yeah, I understand. So there are two things. Let me share my screen so I can guide in the better
Sorry,
way.
I asked this question earlier. You can go with your flow. We'll connect this in
No.
last.
Just it's a good to ask. Like, let me just share my portfolio slides. Give me 1 second. 1 minute, guys.
Pankaj, if you don't mind, can I ask one question? Different,
Yeah,
like
please.
it's not related to anything. I just wanted to understand the timing of this training. Like I'm actually not in current India time zone, so I wanted to check: is it a 1 hour training or a 2 hour training every day?
It's a 1 hour training only. It's 1 hour training. True, sorry, we get a little bit extended today, but just 1 hour, 10 to 11
And
IST.
it will be one module every day, right? So how
It
will
depends.
it will
Might
be
be we're not
followed
able to
by?
finish one module every day. It might be
Okay.
possibility we're not able to finish, but within 1 hour, we'll try to summarize day. Okay. Next day, where
Okay.
we left, we continue from there only. So it's not possible one module is going to finish one day. It's not possible. In module,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have
No,
lot.
I just wanted to understand, is it like one theory followed by practical, or
Yeah, so
how
how
it
it is
will
going to
be?
happen? Let me conclude. So when we're going to start this training, so definitely initial going to be theory, right?
Okay.
Uh, Theory part in the initial theory part,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's followed by the practicals, means labs. So always it's going to happen, but some module initially we have only theory. Like let me show you.
Okay.
Like single pass architecture, flow logic. This is a complete theory. You don't have any kind of the labs.
Hmm.
But after that, every modules we have a lab. Means if I state what is the initial access of the system, so I'll
Hmm.
explain that why
Hmm.
it is needed, how we can need it, and then I will demonstrate the some basic configuration management, license software, account administration. Then I'll explain the what is zone, what is the meaning of zone. Then I'll explain their labs as well, sub interface, DSP, virtual router. So everything is going to explain theoretically and then followed by the lab. So everyday lab theory both are going to be happen. 30% you can think about the 30 to 25% theory is going to happen. 65 to 70% lab is going to happen for every class. Lab is very important,
Okay.
and guys can see how the command is running, how I'm creating the configuration and all.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the class timing is going to be fixed. Okay, guys. So who not aware about that? Sorry for a little bit delay. So it's a Monday to Friday. Uh,
Okay.
10 a.m. IST to 11 a.m. IST. This is the class time. It's going to be regular, Monday to Friday. So this is the class time. You guys take a note. Now let me take Jay questions. So Jay was asking that product.
And
Jay,
sorry, and how many people in one class?
less than 10 is going to be there, not more than that.
Okay.
So 5,
Okay.
6,
Okay.
7, 8, 5 to 10, it's going to be there like that. Not more than 10. Okay.
Okay.
We are not
Okay.
going more than 10 people.
Pankaj sir, I want to join FortiGate class. So may I know when the batch start?
So
Because
FortiGate class, give me 1 second. FortiGate, let me quickly check. It's going to start with fourth zone. Okay, I have an update. FortiGate is going to start with fourth zone. So
okay,
fourth zone, let me show you. I don't have, let me see the timing. Give me 1 second. Might be there is a bad schedule in somewhere.
Yeah, sir, it will be start from 7 p.m. evening for ticket 4
Yeah.
June.
Okay, let me, yeah. So you can see here FortiGate 7 p.m. Okay, you can see 4 June 7 p.m. So this is the timing. We are doing this is 7 May 10 a.m. So this is a batch schedule, guys. You guys can take a reference 7 p.m. It's going to be Monday to Friday. All right. Okay, Jay. So
okay,
Jay,
sir.
see Jay here. Tisha, any questions you have, or it's good for you now? Tisha, I'm not sure it's
Hey,
correct name.
yes, yes. Yeah, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Yes.
So Jay, you're asking about the portfolio. So see Jay, we are going to cover this module, Startup PS series. We are going to learn enterprise firewall, okay, in our session, in the firewall session. This is not going to include the Prisma access. It is not going to include Cortex XDR solutions like XDM solutions, management automation. This is the different course.
I
If you
agree.
want to, if you want to learn this course, I can give the insight because I'm going to be very soon global trainer for this as per official Palo Alto because I have to clear one of the certification. Then probably I'll be onboarded in the Palo Alto directly for these trainings. So I'm doing a lot of back end the research, study,
So I'm
and
safe, sir. I'm safe.
yeah,
I'm safe then. I'm in
yeah,
the right hand.
yeah,
Because this part I'm doing all these, connections and all, but I don't
yeah.
know how this works, to be frank.
So
And
if you
nobody teaching in, I
yeah, I'm
cross-checked and
sure.
all.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying if you're going to find the trainings also, na, you're not going to find. So I'm just completing my e-learning and all things for this part. So this is going to be soon by me. Okay. So, but right now we are covering this one. So if you have any doubt in case, Jay, if you want to spend some time for this one, if you have dashboard access, XGM dashboard access and all,
Yeah,
or
I have.
so we can sit together for some time. If you want, we can have some chit chat on that. There's no
Okay,
problem. If you really
okay,
want to
okay.
sit, you can just
Yeah.
talk to this number. Let me give the number. Support team.
We Pankaj, while you are writing, do you also cover the panorama integration in this class?
Let me talk about the panorama.
Yeah.
Okay, somehow I am not able to write here. What is happening here? Okay, leave it. So I'll show the number, no worry.
Yeah, you
So
can speak and I'll write it somewhere.
yeah, definitely. So panorama, see, panorama module is going to be there, okay, and panorama lab is also going to be there. But panorama having one of the challenge, okay. To integrate the panorama, you require the panorama license. So earlier we have the panorama license, but it's very costly, guys. Okay, very costly, and it's not recover from the training fees. So what I can do that panorama is going to be integrated with the Palo Alto Firewall. I explain all the steps. Means this panorama is going to be there, but it's unlicensed panorama. So what I can explain, I can explain how to integrate the Palo Alto to the panorama live. Okay, how to create the onboarding process. Let's suppose you want to onboard any firewall from the Palo Alto to the panorama. So what are all the steps are going to happen? How you can create those steps? How to take backup? How to import the configuration? How to export the configuration? That all labs. How pre-roll is going to be created, how the post-roll is going to be created. Because Panorama is not a firewall. Panorama is just one of the, what I can say, it's a central management tool. Central management tool. It's not a firewall. So you should only know how to manage firewalls sitting on the Panorama, how to do the licensing, how to do upgradations, how to create a pre-rule, post-rule, default rule, how to upgrade, downgrade, how to create device group, and how to create a templates. So these all are going to practically possible. I will explain. But one thing is not possible. I cannot show live onboarding Palo Alto on the panorama. That is not possible. So I want to make a right expectation, except everything apart from this onboarding. You can see everything. You can ask any questions to me. I will explain that. But for
Yeah,
onboarding,
but
we require the customer portal access. If anyone gives your tenant access, or it might be the lab environment or sandbox environment, I will do that. But in our lab, that is only limitations. Only one lab, which is 90% going to complete it, 10% not completed. Rest everything is going to 100% work. That is my commitment.
so
Sir,
in from panorama, sorry, Surendra, one second. So in like the configuration, right? We generally do it in the panorama and then push it to the firewall. So this part will not be there. You will.
Yes, that is not because we need to integrate the firewall. But how sequence is going to happen if you're getting the pre-rule, how the configuration is going to push. I will show, means I will explain by doing the manual way,
The
not the automated.
templates and device
Yes,
group,
yes.
right?
That's all I'll configure. Means how to add the firewalls, how to create a template, device group. When you push in the configuration from the post role, panorama, then what is sequence is going to happen in the end firewall. If you're creating the pre-role, then how the sequence is going to happen in the Palo Alto firewall. That is going to
Mm.
cover. Tisha.
Because yeah, that is actually I mean, in practical world, right? Uh, it will be very much important, Pankaj sir, because
So
you know
you can do one thing, Tisha. If you really want to learn the panorama, there is a dedicated course 330, right? For the panorama course, we offering the panorama course, but that is very costly for you. If you just go for the any panorama course for EDU panorama courses, so the dedicated course for the panorama management, 3-day course is going to happen, not like public batch. I can cover that also because I'm the instructor for that also, but the lab cost you have to bear. If you're ready to bear for the lab cost, it is going to cost almost 70-80,000 for the one person lab cost, including the training as well. So if you're ready to bear, I can arrange for you and I can train for you. If you go for the any other vendors, right, for the panorama, for the official 3-day lab or 5-day lab, they will ask for the 3-day training. If you get quotation for the any authorized vendor, so they're going to take 1,70,000, 1,50,000, including GST and all. So I need to check the latest code. So we can do half of the price for dedicated if someone really want to learn the panorama, but that is purely for the panorama. We'll include the labs also, but in this public batch, right? That is the limitations, and we tell in front of the peoples because panorama is a centralized management tool. So if you
okay.
have the, I can offer the another option to you. If you have the panorama access, you can ask n number of questions. We can stop the recordings. I can show on your tenants as well because I have keep doing with
Ah,
the public batches. So you can clear your all
okay.
doubts. If you have all doubts, we can stop the recordings. And you want to
Okay.
record yourself, you can just share your Zoom. I can record on yourself. That is going to be your personal level. Other people are going to get benefited. So the second way, you can save a lot of money and you can learn because you already have the panorama. And so why you're going to invest a lot of money on the getting the labs. So
Mm-hmm.
choice is yours.
Okay.
Just you have to make your mindset. Ultimately, your all doubts should be resolved. That's the most important. Panorama is very easy tool. You can understand. I can show you. Don't worry.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So somebody was asking, Surendra, right? Yes, Surendra.
Yeah, yes. Sir, will we cover Palo Alto SD-WAN technology also in this batch?
No, that is the not part of this course. Palo Alto
Okay.
SD-WAN is different course. If you want to learn, then you have to join the Palo Alto SD-WAN. This is going to be part of Prisma Access. See, this is the SD-WAN solution.
Right.
So this is a different technology. But in the Palo Alto Firewall, you're going to get SD-WAN tabs, policy creation, everything is going to be there. But I can give you the overview, but we are not going to cover SD-WAN here. These two modules are completely not going to cover, but these modules are 100% going to be covered. Startup, peace series. Any other questions, guys? Anyone have? Please ask your questions. I want to clarify all the questions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, sir, I was working in a FortiGate and Palo Alto as well, and Versation also. So now I am looking for the tech level training in the at least one firewall, like Palo Alto and Palo Alto and FortiGate. So did you cover that type of scenario, type of technical training, sir, from your unit and like a
Can you
tech
just
level?
can you just
Yeah,
explain one
yeah,
more
yeah.
time?
Yeah, I'm explaining. Actually, sir, I'm work experience in both firewall, right? But now we are going to read like a tech level, okay, in any one firewall, like Palo Alto and FortiGate. So can you provide that kind of tech, training in this scenario and
So
class?
definitely the training, whatever we are doing that, it's not like basic training. It's an advanced training. The only one module nowadays available in the market, the Palo Alto NGFW, Next Generation Firewall Engineer. So you're going to get the Palo Alto training as a, uh, let me write it here, NGFW Engineer. This is the new certification, right? Palo Alto
Correct.
NGFW.
PCNSE removed, sir.
That PC NSA and PC
And
NSE
NSE are
is
removed.
no more in the market, right? So you are going to get only one certification. So I'm going to fully align with this certification. So you are going to learn everything which is required for the any network engineer, network security engineer to do troubleshooting, to do any kind of the configurations and the basic concept about the theoretical as well. Similar FortiGate earlier having the NSC 4, like in NSC 5. You guys, if you are aware about that, NSC 5, NSC 7, like that. But they just come with the one certification, FCP. That is a FortiGate certified professionals. So we are going to cover this. In this, you are going to learn complete FortiGate firewall plus FortiManager. Both module I'm going to cover. So if you have that level of knowledge, I believe you are good to work with TAC. There is no problem at all. It's going to be give complete insight for you. So if you have any questions, Surendra, if you have any questions regarding troubleshooting, how to take packet captures, generally TAC, what happened? You have to do the packet capture, you have to apply the debugs, you have to
Right.
know entire concept, how to take the different policy section actions, how it is applied to policy section actions. So these are the going to be happen on the TAC levels. So if you are in the TAC levels, so you should have the very good product knowledge. At the same time, you should have the very good of your like theoretical knowledge. So analyze the things. What is the problem statement? Any problem statement is coming. How to start doing the troubleshooting? What is my thought process to like just handle the cases? So that I will develop during the training. So once you have that thought process, that level of knowledge, then definitely you are going to be good in the tech as well.
Right. Basically, I saw many times the tech only type two command, basically like diagnose and packet capture.
So I will
So
show
I
you.
want,
It's a
yeah.
part of my course, right? Troubleshooting
Right.
is even I don't discuss the course content today. I will discuss in next class. So you're going to be get more familiar with that. I'm just saying the verbally. You can take a note and you can just remind me anytime how to do packet captures, how to take debugs, how to take TCP dump. These all are going to teach in the trainings. So you don't worry about that. And this is the daily job of the tech. How to take
Right.
the SOTAC file from the device, how to analyze those files. So tech are going to use the tools to analyze the that all SOTAC file and all. So I will show you how where to get the tag files and how we can just export in tool as well.
Right. So thank you, sir.
All right, guys. Pranesh, Parshna, Sachin, Acharya, any questions?
Yeah, I'm
Dev?
good.
All right, good guys. Chalo, ठीक है. So I think it was a great session for me. Thank you asking the great questions, guys. And let's meet today is Tuesday, right? We will, let me check tomorrow.
Sorry, your number.
Sorry?
Your number, phone number.
Okay, so phone number I'm just sharing on the group chat. You guys can reach in the support team. I'm not sharing the direct my number, Jay, but I'm just pasting in the group chat. You can just talk on this. You are going to get detail from that, and they will connect with me with Zoom. Okay. So
Hi, sir. Sachin here.
yes, please, Sachin.
Sir, I actually joined for evening batch. I was not sure whether the batch timing was changed to from evening to morning or
For
because
Palo
what I
Alto?
was told, yeah, what I was told, the batch would start from Wednesday evening. That is 8:30 to
Okay,
9:30.
let me check. So there is another Palo Alto batch is starting. Hold on, maybe there's some. Give me one second. Let me check that.
Luckily, I got your notification this morning, so I joined.
No worry, no worry. So there is a batch for the 2nd June, 8 p.m. IST. That is going to be start. Okay.
Okay, it's not from tomorrow.
2nd June I'm talking, so not tomorrow. So might be there is some confusions. Might be they not check my availability, or they might be confused. But there is a second batch, Palo Alto, 8 p.m. IST, 8:15 p.m. IST from 2nd June. We are going to start. Okay. So meanwhile, you can enjoy the sessions also, no problem. If you are enrolling for the any sessions, you can join any of the batches, no problem for my classes. It's a morning, evening, whenever you feel comfortable. You can just meanwhile batch is not starting, you can just come here and you can enjoy the learning. Once that is going to be start, you can just continue from there as well. Okay, Sachin?
Got it. Thank you, sir.
All right.
पंकज सर एक डाउट है
बताइए
सर, ये जो आप लैब्स प्रोवाइड करेंगे वो कितने टाइमिंग तक रहेगा?
2 महीने के लिए रहेगा, 60 डेज के
2
लिए।
महीने का।
हाँ,
ठीक है सर।
जब भी आप लैब लेंगे, जैसे मैंने क्लास स्टार्ट कर दिया आज से, तो आज आपको लैब नहीं लेना है, लैब लेना है जब मैं लैब कराऊंगा, जब 2-4 क्लासेस हो जाएंगे, शुरू के 3-4 क्लासेस, 1 हफ्ते पूरा थ्योरी होता है, जनरल डिस्कशन होता है, ठीक है, जिसमें आप लोगों का माइंडसेट होता है, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी कंप्लीटली अलाइन विद द मतलब प्रोडक्ट पोर्टफोलियो. So that is the very first step. Once I start doing the labs, then you request the lab support team कि मुझे lab दे दो. If you want कि नहीं मुझे 15 दिन बाद लेना है, मैं बिजी हूँ, मेरी नाइट शिफ्ट चल रही है, तो recording is going to be there, 24/7 recording is going to be definitely there. So you guys can take a labs from the lab team और support number पे आप message कर देना, they will give the labs, and the moment you activate the labs, it is going to be valid for 2 months.
ओके सर, ओके सर.
All right, thank you, Johnny. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a great day, and see you again by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I will confirm the team. Most probably tomorrow is session, or might be day after tomorrow is session. So I'll come to know because backend team has scheduled the batch. So we'll connect. Might be tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So we'll get the notification of that. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care, guys.